I could literally make a career out of this house. And whomever did the work on this really, really. Okay, so the powder room that's above us here, when they put the sink in, they didn't put a trap in it. And the thing was, when they talked to the person who did the work, they said, "Oh, it's just a powder room. You don't have to worry about it." So instead of putting a trap underneath the sink, this is what they did. They put the trap down here in the basement. Either you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know anything and should not be doing any kind of plumbing, or they just didn't give a rat's ass. The International Building Code says that a trap has to be within 24 inches of the device, vertical inches. 24. That, my friends, is about 3.5 feet. So there's some soft spots in the floor upstairs. And so you're looking at, 110-year-old lumber, which is strong lumber. It's not an issue with that. But here's the problem is, look at this. You see that? The nails have softened up underneath of it. And clearly you can see they've done a lot of work down in here. And what they should have done is getting some joist hangers and putting in here to tighten it up. Okay? To make sure that they don't loosen up. Now what we're going to have to do, the way we're going to have to fix this is, and you can see it's dropped, look, a finger width. That's about 5/8 of an inch. And of course attach the ductwork here on this one. Same thing, it's down about 5/8 of an inch. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come through with a bottle jack, and we're going to have to jack this back up in place, and then we'll put the joist hanger in here to snug it in, and we'll end up putting some bolts in it. But you can see we need to do that with each and every one of these right here. And you can see herein lies the problem. Here's a cement lolly column that's here that you can see they put a couple of wedges in here. See, there's a wedge this way and a wedge this way, and that raised up the floor. And then they put the 6x6 post here with a couple of shims. No attachments. Now what can happen is, like, let's say you have a refrigerator. Guy comes through the refrigerator, puts extra weight and stuff on there. After he leaves, the floor eases back up. This column, you can see they just kind of bent the nail here, can literally just kind of loosen up and fall out. It needs to be attached to it to make sure that it doesn't move. Now look over here. We have another one. Look at this crap. You see this? They've got a 4x4 here. I can guarantee you that's not screwed to the floor. No fasteners in between. This is about jack-legged as much as you can get. And then we have over here, look at this. Again, more cross beams, and this is just not, it's just not it. It's not it. What we really should do is we should come in here with an LVL to put up underneath of here and support it correctly, and then tie all of these in here together to make sure that this floor doesn't collapse. I have an affinity for old houses, and I love them because this lumber, it's tough as nails. This lumber will be here for another 100 years easily, and it's great. Now let's go through. As I go through this, the more I look, the more scared I get. So they've got their service line here. I think this is their service line, or no, I'm sorry, that's going probably to the HVAC system. You see this wire right here? See how close this is to the stud? When you make penetrations in wiring, even though this is surface mounted, you need to make sure you put a plate in here, because accidentally screw goes into there, you're talking about bam, major electricity happening. Yeah, we've got a lot of work here. I could literally make a show out of just dealing with this. And I'm not sure that I don't see an inspection sticker. I don't see an inspection sticker on this. This has probably been um, replaced without a permit. But you see what I got right here? I literally have a galvanized pipe, unless they're saying, oh, that's our ground, right here. And galvanize is known to start weeping right next to a box. That ain't good, brothers. That ain't good. These extra ports here should actually have a cap on them. What I would do is I would actually take a piece of the um, PVC pipe, put my crimp onto it, and then put a cap on it and put a crimp on it. That way we can take it back off when we don't need it and start all over. Or, and if somebody happens to bump into this, it's not shooting water right over here by the electric panel. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do to try and take care of this. And here's another one. Wow. So these floor joists right here are all going onto this one. This should be doubled up as well. That should be a doubled up beam here. Um, man. Yeah. Yeah. Home renovations. Looks nice when you buy it, but then you find out about all the nightmares later on. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, Joe Boo will always have a day job as long as there's hairy homeowner out there.